my buddy came with us, or we were all deployed together, and he was like really noticing after the first week, I feel like I'm losing weight. Like me and my buddy Brian. Yeah, you are, bro. You are losing weight. So week by week, Brian and I would probably take turns just loosening the belt on all our equipment gear. We get this alarm red, and we get in. Everybody's in their gas mask, and we're in the gas suits. And we get in a bunker, and these Scud missiles are coming, and the Patriot batteries are blowing them up. Normal people might be worried about their lives, but Brian and I were worried about the joke. Through this gas mask with this Darth Vader voice, we're like, Warren, I don't want this joke to die. You haven't been losing any weight. We've been loosening your cartridge belt. And he, in the middle of like all of this crap going on above us, and he literally looks at us, he's like, I need new friends. And he left the bunker while all this is going on and went to another unit's bunker.
Welcome back, my co-host, the Marine. He works on top secret government stuff, dad, husband.
Top secret?
We know him as Jay. Welcome back. And then you got me, Big G. So,
how come you don't get like a sweet long moniker? Let's fix that.
We need to make it. Well, that's what happens when you're unimportant.
No, absolutely not. Handsome. Let's start with handsome man.
Kind of fit, kind of fat. I've got to sign it.
You do.
There we go.
Handsome man. Let's add handsome man.
Handsome man. Handsome. There we go. I like that. So, man, how you been? Good to have you back.
It is good to be back. I've enjoyed watching like everything evolve. It's been very good.
And then now you found a regular seat on the Fit Fat Dad podcast.
Well, I'm a regular guest host.
Regular co-host. There we go.
Regular co-host. Welcome to the party, pal.
Welcome to the party. All right, so here we're going to make some updates to the show, and not that really anybody cares, but we're going to go back to a podcast style. So this is episode 1, not really.
The reboot.
The reboot. Don't call it a comeback, baby.
We've been here for years.
I've been here for 2 episodes. So we got a lot of feedback. We want it less scripted, more raw, unedited, cut down to the core. And
I don't know if we need to go full unedited. We need a couple edits. We need a couple edits.
But for me, I was kind of like, okay, you know how much time that saves me? No big deal there.
That production is probably the half of this.
Well, production quality is going to go down, so we'll really see how they.
As it turns out, the quality of the content will pick that up.
There it is.
Have you met us? Cream rises to the top.
Yeah.
If you don't get a random Randy Macho Man Savage quote or a wrestling quote out of me, then we're not doing a podcast.
We're not.
Because I will quote some WWE.
I hate to
or WWF if you're old.
I hate to bring it up that you are a decade older than me, but you look younger. But when I was in the prime of the wrestling,
it's all on the outside. It's all on the outside.
It's internally,
inside's jacked.
It's jacked up. But I was the big NWO, right? Or the Wolfpack, not NW. The NW was it NWA?
It's NWO.
I'm trying to remember which one's the rap
Wolfpack.
group.
Yeah.
That was the rap group. Come on, man. West Coast. They were this New World Order. That's wrestling, right? And then you had the Wolfpack. So you had Kevin Nash.
And then
Sting was originally on the
it started out.
And then he went Wolfpack. But that was kind of in the Goldberg streak. That was where I was
Scott Steiner, or not Scott Steiner.
Superstar.
It's not Scott Steiner. But they went over. They left WWE. And when they left, it was pretty controversial because they all broke the whole wrestling's not real.
Yeah.
They all hugged each other at the end because they knew it was their last match, and they rolled over there. And then they pretended like it was an invasion from the WWE, and then they brought Hulkster over, and it was like he was the big reveal.
Hollywood.
And that was the first time Hulk was a villain, and it was like everybody was like, but it went well. I mean, the beard didn't look good.
The multicolored beard, the blonde stash,
the shoe polish. What was that? Scott Steiner pulled it off with his colors, but
he did.
And I'll say this: Flavor Town's own Guy Fieri pulls off all of his very well.
He does.
He has a multicolored little goatee.
Yeah,
but
No, Hulk did not.
Hulk doesn't look good.
Hulk did not.
There comes a point in time, again, kind of fit, kind of fat dads.
You gotta,
At some point in time, just let that go.
Yeah.
I've got some salt and peppers in here.
Well, it's kind of like some comments. What are you trying to grow on your upper lip there? And because
Hang on, there's been comments?
there has. Here, check it out. I grow ginger red facial hair.
Hang on a minute. Back up.
Maybe you made the comment.
How come I should probably start reading the comments? What am I trying to grow? Oh, wow. That's
Well, for me,
trying not to take offense.
For me, not for you. This ginger red stash that's up on the upper lip.
That looks good.
So I thought so. But you're never going to please the audience. But we take all comments serious, right?
No, we don't.
No. But hey, we will answer.
Obviously, I don't even read them. I thought that was directed at me.
Well, anyways, back to the.
But I can't.
Yeah.
I've got this issue.
Is that.
I was born in Georgia.
That's built in, though.
Yeah, I was born in Georgia.
So you never have to shave that. Yeah.
Well,
so you're always just kind of.
Yeah, very Joe Dierte. It's like kind of. This'll grow. It will never connect, and then.
It grows in that way.
And this is a little inbredish something.
You said it, not me.
I did. That's all right.
Well, anyways, make sure that you continue to follow us on Spotify and Apple or wherever you get your pod. Another important news that if you don't want to listen to this intro, you can skip further down to the chapter where we're going to get into the good stuff. But we have a Mother's Day special coming out this weekend. And at least we find it funny.
I had a fun time recording it. It was super fun.
Really fun time recording it. I've been laughing, editing it like every time.
I think about the other people in those stores we were in, and that one lady's face. It was
we kept talking
classic.
About what if we get kicked out?
Yeah,
and there was a moment
I thought we were getting kicked out,
and I saw the deer in headlight.
You saw me like, oh, here we go.
This is it.
Sheriff's coming.
We're getting kicked out of the thrift store. But he gave us a Bud Light and Marlboro Man bar sign. Have you plugged that up and put that in the downstairs bar yet?
I'm going to go ahead and tell you this.
It doesn't work?
It's not out of the back of the truck. Christy, take a good look at that.
She said no?
That's vetoed.
She says, I'm a no.
She said she's a no on that. She's a no on this.
It's got to live.
She's a no on all that.
It's got to live.
So
it's even got like the 1970s plug on it.
It does. So if anybody out there would like this free
giveaway. Good idea. We'll put that in there.
It's free one. So if you want it, I will send it to you.
So we're gonna push that out this weekend. Be on the lookout for that. And lastly, we have merch in the works.
Hang on, this is new to me.
There's merch in the works.
All I've heard is there's merch in the works. I don't know.
There's merch in the works.
What am I looking at?
T-shirts to start off with. So we're gonna get those done.
You know, I'm a big
get those created.
T-shirt guy.
Yeah, I'm a no. I'm not for everybody.
I'm not for everybody.
Into din air. So we're gonna really take those T-shirts that we've had
such a good one,
really fun shorts with, and put them out there. So be on the lookout for that. Which brings us to segment number 1: springtime dad chores.
Ugh.
What? It's springtime. So that means there's inevitably things that have been waiting on you for quite some time that you've been putting off.
Yep.
What are those things?
Well, we've all delayed on cleaning all the pollen.
It's just washed off all the rain we've had.
Except for under the deck and everywhere else. Dads, I know, you know, because it's all over like your grill underneath the cover that you never put back on your grill that you have. It's filled with all that pollen. That
adds flavor. We call that seasoning.
Not on the outside. See, but I did actually pressure wash the entire backyard.
So you've already done the chores.
I did a chore, but that was only because everybody was coming over.
No, there you go. You had reason to do it.
Yeah, it wasn't like I was like, let me get this done. I was like, I have to get this done.
I saw that grass though. That grass is looking a little bit. We need to.
I'm telling you, I shifted my week, and I even said this. It's kind of rude of you actually to bring it up in this format. So I have every other Friday off work. So I was shifting a week so I could do it on my off Friday so I didn't have to spend my weekend away from my family.
Good point. So the grass was not one that you've been putting off.
No.
So
I did put off the pool.
that was a zinger. That was just
I know. I felt it. It didn't.
in your soul.
I don't think it was warranted. It was unprovoked.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta.
It's okay. It's okay.
But
Now
you're a Marine. You're on top of things like this.
Well, now I know where we stand. Is what I'm saying.
You're like, if you want to come
Okay,
cut the grass, you come cut
I'll
the
start
grass.
saving up. No problems. I got shots too. I got rounds in the chamber, pal.
Well,
Leave the guitar out of it, pal.
me and the guitar, man. Well, so I took off this week from work.
Well, did you get all the stuff done? I've been here.
Oh no, you can see that, but here it is. So this is a
Sorry,
week.
I had it chambered immediately.
You did have a chamber. This is a week for me. This is the week that is the best week ever, but also one of the most stressful weeks. I've got 2 birthdays. I've got an anniversary, and then you've got Mother's Day.
You're
and then
broke.
Filter in Cinco de Mayo, and then thank you for the party though. That was a big time.
We had a great time.
Super great time.
I think there was a point in time where I just left mentally, but
You checked out, but it was Cinco de Mayo.
I was gone.
You had to go to work Monday. I did not.
I did. That was terrible.
And then you have Derby. So we had a really good time. But
Derby.
I took off, and it's been a staycation. And initially, there were some chores that I was going to get after, and cleaning out the gutters was one of them. And you see how many trees are out here.
This is your problem. You have a lot of trees.
There is a ton
I've got
of trees.
a 1 tree on 2 acres.
So you're good to go.
And it is in the back corner.
Yeah.
So I don't even care what falls over there.
Well, the gutter guard blew off on mine, right? At least on the back. And I may have taken a look at the damage up there that was
From the
in
storm?
there. Well, not from the storm, but just years of
Not cleaning it up, not doing these
at
chores.
least 2 years.
So how many
of
springs?
accumulation.
How many springs have we skipped these? You said
If
delay.
I'm telling the truth, 2 at least.
How long have you lived here?
4 years.
Wow.
Well,
Half
that's
the time.
batting 500.
I'm not
that
judging
wins
you.
in the
I'm not judging you. This is not baseball.
So, anyways, you're right. So we're big boys here, and as most dads do, you get the ladder out and you go take a look at it, and then you're like, I'm a no, because my 265-pound butt's not getting on the roof.
You're already nervous anyway.
I'm already nervous anyways.
Do you wear gloves?
Can
Do you wear
barely
gloves?
hold
No,
me.
it can't hold us. We're at weight limit for ladder.
What was the ant beds that had formed in the gutters, which is
And there's never a level surface
yeah,
to actually put the ladder on.
negative.
So are you a glove wearer? Are you one of those?
Did you? I want to be.
Did you
a glove wearer.
sense the judgment in it?
Well, I want to be a glove wearer, but by the time I've already gotten hands in there, I'm like, I should have worn gloves.
So you
would-
are a glove wearer. You're just
forget about it.
unprepared.
I'm what I would be, yeah, a lazy glove wearer. So here's where it gets interesting. I've never used the Angie's List app. Have you used that before?
I have actually.
It actually is very, very good.
Our basketball goal was put up.
Angie's List.
Bang, done.
Boom.
And it was a solid dude.
So we got a solid dude to come out here, starting his business, cleaned the gutters, installed gutter guards. But the point I'm trying to make here, it's always
So we can pay other people to do our dad chores.
but there's a sense of pride that goes out the door when you've hired somebody. And then they come in and they're coming over to look at your man domain, and they instantly, as you're going to do
They're
later,
judging.
they're judging. Like, this guy is not big on maintenance. This guy, it's been a minute. And as you do, you're kind of like, well, I did clean these gutters out last year. There's just a lot of trees out here, and
You're doing the Tommy
blah
boy.
blah blah. Yeah, me.
Some girders, some
Checking the
rotary
specs on the inline
thing.
for the rotary. I'm
no, you
retarded.
can't say that.
You can't.
I skipped that.
I did not. It's the movie.
I skipped.
Do they say that anymore?
No.
We have derailed. Anyways, he gets done, and he's really extremely nice guy. He's like, hey, there's a lot of compost up there.
You composting?
Well, instantly, I thought, this guy's not believing I do it every year. It's been a 1 year deal.
Clearly, he's not believing.
That was his way of kind of saying, I know you like it.
That's a straight shot. You're paying this dude, and he took a straight shot at you.
I don't think
At least take a gentleman's turn. You know what I mean? And go, yeah, I got it all. Don't give me the I know how long it's been.
there was a lot of compost
that was
up there.
That was a straight shot.
That
bro.
was a straight shot.
I'm
But
gonna call that a straight right.
that was a straight right. Well deserved. Because he knew that I was lying on
Had
the
you
fact
already
that-
paid him?
Yeah, he did an exceptional job.
But
I
had
gave
you
him a
already
5-star
paid?
review. 5-star review. I had not paid him.
Oh.
Angie's List pays you like after the fact.
Oh, so he took the shot and hadn't been paid yet?
Pre-review, I still
Wow.
gave him a 5-star.
Well, he probably deserved it.
Well, when he took the pictures of what was up there,
you couldn't argue it.
the Book of Revelation
You were
barely holds.
you were left in the no argument category.
Yes. You go up
Whatever
there
you say, I can't really
and you're prepared.
refute.
You're prepared for the return.
kinda
It was
understood.
rough. I felt bad for the guy,
I get it.
and for the cost, I felt like I won, so he could take his shots, and he was right. But he knew that
It's all about being able to.
doing that.
It's all about being able to go. Is that worth the? I've got to say I'm not a handyman, or I got to say I'm not able to accomplish whatever task it is to another man as a dad.
And next time, as a dad, I'm just going to be like, I'm too heavy to. We'll fall through the roof.
Yeah, if you're a large, muscular man, I would have just said, "Ladder doesn't hold my weight capacity,"
And it doesn't.
and no.
It's got a 225 on it, and it struggles.
Wow. It's got a 225 and you get on it?
Yeah,
Do you put up Christmas lights with that thing on?
I'll let the wife do that. I'm not. Moving on to
I didn't say anything.
moving on to the next segment. So I had the article here, and I don't know what I've done with it, but
It's good because you normally ask me to read crap that's written in .8 font, and I'm a decade older than you.
well, again, so I'm going to start doing it in size 27 font for you. But
I would appreciate
in the
it.
news, segment 2, there
Oh my
are
God, I looked at these.
pea-stained designer jeans.
I don't know if he put the graphic up yet. It's probably somewhere around here.
And it is very Billy Madison.
I thought the same thing when
You're
you
not
said that
cool,
to me.
that should
And we
be
haven't
the
had
pants.
we haven't had a conversation about this. And like I literally had that same mental image, and I was just like, and at the same time, I don't want to be like, because you listen to your parents and in the Marine Corps, all the older guys are like, this new generation's weak, but at the same
Pea-stained
time, you're not even trying. You ate Tide Pods, obviously. Like, what are you doing? Why?
$600, and they sold out, and there's more on pre-order. What are we doing wrong? Like dads and anybody listening, normal human beings, what are we doing wrong?
I really and truly was like, I've got great ideas. I've got things. Like I spoke to my son today because he got sunburned because he's playing outside today. And I'm like, you know what we should do? Not, this product probably already exists, but we should come up with a mosquito bug repellent / sunscreen spray and have it be the same thing.
It's too obvious. What you really need is the I crapped my pants jeans.
Oh, even better.
That's where you went
Maybe
wrong.
I can get a wife beater T-shirt that has the mustard stain already on it.
Yes.
Maybe the underarm,
The yellow.
the yellow, just already there. So then it's by design. It's already popular. I'm in vogue.
$950 a piece.
It's probably not what the kids are saying these days. No cap.
Help. No cap. No cap.
On God.
That's really OP. Say less.
Wow, I don't know the OP one.
Overpowered. You're not
Clearly
picking up
I'm
on
not.
that.
Well,
I didn't get an education from my 8-year-old. By the
Okay.
way.
Well, my 9-year-old unpolitely asked me repeatedly to stop using these words. Like,
There's an age limit. Is that what he's at?
he literally was like, "Hey, if you could, I'll stop doing something if you stop using those words." And I was like, "Really?" so
I was going to say you could cut the grass, but
he can't. He's not heavy enough.
you're going to murder me.
So the new lawnmower I got,
It's got a flat.
It's got a dang. No, it doesn't have a flat. It's got a weight sensor on the seat that apparently I have to Google how to jump her out because I'm not cutting this grass forever.
What do you mean the weight sensor? Oh, he's not
So
heavy enough.
he's not heavy enough to trigger the
weight
seat.
vest. Weight vest.
Did I put a 45-pound weight in this joker?
Still not?
I still wouldn't start. my fat ass sat at it, and it was like boom right up. But
But
I was like,
so
I honestly, I'll Google how to jumper it, and we have the the lot. I'm not going to let him cut the grass near the pool. I'm not crazy, but
wow.
there's a whole lot that he could just that I would have to redo, obviously. But I mean, it's a driving lesson. It's cutting the grass. It's a chore. Get stuff done, kid. And plus, he thinks it's fun.
Got to earn your keep.
He hasn't done it yet. Like I'm waiting on that. He gives me like really solid hugs, though. That counts for me.
Well, I think the greatest thing that you can do as a dad is buy him a pair of these pea stain jeans.
God, I couldn't even hold that in.
Well, so I mean, but think about it. I've got a younger one. Just celebrated a birthday, but for the larger part of his life, he has been able to run a pair of shorts.
He has on his own.
Yeah, without racing stripes in there. So I'm going to take every racing stripe pair of his underwear and start charging $800 for it.
As it turns out,
There's a market for it.
that's fancy.
Well, we're not doing it right. So
Clearly old dad stuff there.
Well, moving inside, this past week, I kind of told you, it's a big week, but one of the biggest challenges that I struggled with is
Your money. Good
your
Lord.
money. But then
You
there's
bought
always
so
this
many gifts.
pressure. And my wife, she's not a big gift person.
So it has to be thoughtful. Right?
Well,
Like, there
she's
has to be
actually
some
acts of
sentiment behind
service, so she would rather me wash dishes, but I'm more of a gift, so you tend to buy
That's where
as
you've
how
gone
you-
wrong.
I know, exactly.
I
I've
explained
just-
this to you
I
at the
know.
house.
Yeah,
Actually, at my house, you were washing dishes.
And she said that meant more to her than anything that I could ever bought her. I was like, all this time.
My wife, I have done it wrong for so long that my wife goes, just go sit down.
Just done.
And
You're
I'm
done.
like,
You're done.
and I go, okay.
But what she didn't know is probably when you're drinking out of those glasses and you're tasting soap and there's soap spots in there, you're probably like, well,
I'll take it.
you'll take it. That's
It's
it.
worth not having to do the dishes.
It's not. But one of the gifts I was looking at and didn't do this year, I've done several years before, is the old couples massage. And you actually have some pretty funny stories on the couple massage.
So at this present time, my wife is not allowed to choose a masseuse for us.
What is
We multiple times, like we went to this one strip mall place, and like she fell asleep on hers, and this guy is standing over me. He's punching me in my hands, and I'm like, I look at her like for help, like I can't say anything. I don't know why, and she's just dead.
this
out
guy's
of sleep.
punching my hands?
It's like I was like, she's dead out of sleep, and I'm like, do you seeing this? So, but the one that really the straw that broke the camel's back. She was pregnant. I think she was probably seven and a half months pregnant. And she had searched everywhere for a prenatal massage. And by everywhere, I think this is like the first place it popped up on Google. Could have been on page 2. I don't know. She's
Page 2's
frugal.
saying a lot.
She's frugal, so it might have been on page 2. I don't ever go to page 2. Who goes to page 2?
Nobody goes below the fold, but
don't
even
think
page 2, that's now you're in.
Yeah. So this certified prenatal masseuse said, yeah, come by on a Saturday. And so couples massage. So I want my husband to be there too. So we go there. And this is in, I don't know if you're familiar, it's Ocean Beach, California.
Not familiar.
I'd like to give you a likely comparison, but as I'm walking up, like as we're driving there, because there's been some instances in the past to where the massage has not gone well for me, I told her, we need a safe word. So like,
Let's do it right.
if at any point in time I'm uncomfortable, I want to be able to say a safe word, and no questions asked. You have to go, okay, you're uncomfortable, I'm gonna leave. She goes, done and done. So we are pulling up to this apartment complex, which isn't great. I'm pretty sure they don't have landscapers there, and I think somebody was selling something on the sidewalk. And I looked at her before I even put the truck in park. I was like, big wheel. Big wheel's my safe word, by the way. My backup is Oklahoma. It's going to come into play later. So we go up into this place after she ignores my initial big wheel of safe word. And we go, and it's outside of this apartment, and they have all kind of just plants outside. It's in the common area of their door, and it's just dead plants, a chair that nobody sat in forever with cobwebs on it. And I look at her, and I'm like, big wheel.
This is two. This is
number two.
Dose.
And she's pregnant, and her back hurts, so she could give a rip about my big wheel at this point in time. So we ring the doorbell because clearly we've compromised to where I was uncomfortable, but she really wanted a massage. So we're doing it. So she rings the doorbell, and I feel bad describing it this way. But if you've watched Bugs Bunny, where there's the witches, or the witch, I should say. Yep. So the witch comes to the door. Sorry, the masseuse comes to the door. It's her. Straight out of the cartoon. And then behind her is her twin that's the same. She goes, oh, my sister's in town, so we could have done this couple massage. I am certified prenatal. And I'm like, there's no certs here. There's not a certification.
No cap. Here. Quit capping.
On God.
On God.
So we go into this room that doesn't fit both massage tables, by the way. They're like almost at an angle, heads very close to each other. And I lay down, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'm doing this. So she lays down, I lay down. We're kind of looking at each other like, oh, cute. I'm like, oh, look, we're in love. We're having a kid, la, la, la. And we're like, And then the Bugs Bunny witches come in. And the certified one starts giving her a back rub on her side because obviously she's 7 months pregnant. And the sister, I guess I don't have to quote sister. She is her sister because it's very clear that she's her sister. Not certified, by the way. Just happened to be in town and is going to rub a dude. So she is severely focused on my glutes. And when I say severely focused, she's like, butt, back, butt, calves, butt, neck. It's like everything just, I'm like, oh God, I'm so uncomfortable. And at one point in time, the certified one, as we're still face down, because you do the face down, then you have to flip back up. The certified prenatal looks at her sister and goes, I want to rub him for a little bit.
Just tag team.
And so they switched.
That's not
normal, right?
No.
I've been to a couple massage places that didn't have a neon sign out in front, which is a red flag, by the way.
Free massage here.
Free. That's if it's open past 7, I think it's a red flag.
Yes.
So that one's again focused on the butt, and I look right at Christy, and we're face to face because this room is this big, and I look right at it and I go, Oklahoma, and no response. She's fine. So we finally get out. I think they tried to sell us soaps and teas on the way out that they think they had laying around the house. It wasn't like a product they were making. And we are walking outside, and she's like, hey, babe. And I go, no, you don't get to hey, baby. We're done. Like, you do not talk to me right now. I was like, I want to go to get a milkshake, and then I want to go take a shower.
Staring out the window, driving home.
I looked right at her, and I was like, do not talk to me. I am upset.
I'm a no. I'm
such a no. I was a no on all of it, and I used all the safe words.
Multiple times.
But we compromised, and I got fondled a lot.
You took one for the team.
I took 2.
You took
2 for the team. That was a lot. And they weren't lightweights.
Oh, Helga?
Rough. It was rough. I don't know. So bad. It wasn't good. So from that day forward, whenever we go get a couples massage or we go get a massage, she goes, What do you think of this place? She doesn't just like book. No, she's not allowed. Not authorized.
So we went.
Not authorized.
We stopped by a place on this Mother's Day video that you'll see. Compare it to the Oriental Massage. That's the name of it.
Yeah.
That's
With a neon sign, by the way.
with a neon sign. And same ballpark?
Yeah. No.
No.
This was in their garbage apartment. What are you talking about? This at least had a business license.
Right.
Are you kidding?
Allegedly.
They took cash. They wouldn't because it wasn't like
Well, there you go. What happened to the saving up for it? You said earlier that you would save up for it because you didn't want to be in this spot, or did I just make that up?
you just made that up.
Okay, well, that's fair. That's fair. That happens a lot. It does happen a lot.
It does happen a lot.
Well, I don't know, man. I do have a massage story.
Take it.
But it's not a couple's massage story. And if you remember the short Ended in Air,
I do.
went to Everest
I
Base
do.
Camp.
I do.
Well, this is the return from Everest Base Camp.
So you're pretty sore.
Very sore.
You ready for massage?
You've been on the trail 2 weeks straight. And so you go back to
Get that good shower in beforehand?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
just making sure.
Yeah, all cold showers up there. So warm water is like a, I don't have to tell you, you deployed.
I know, but you're good at ice bath stuff. I don't.
That was pre-ice bath. So that was a little.
Ice bath's actually been around for a long time. It's just
well,
been
before I did.
popular.
Ice.
Popularized
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
so.
That's before I did it. But anyways, so we get back, staying at a 5-star accommodation, which 5-star in Kathmandu is probably like Motel 6 here. But it was a classy place. It was a classy establishment. I'll give it that. Spa. Book it, ready to go.
Spa?
The works. Yeah, spa. So I knew I was in trouble when I walked in there, and it was this huge room, and it was just this big open space, a lot of tile, echo, one bed in the middle of the room. It's like shower heads over here, unenclosed, right? Just out there in the open. And she's like, I'm not gonna do Nepalese, so it's probably gonna come.
You probably shouldn't. Just don't do it.
I'm just gonna for
If
fear,
I'm not
for
good
fear
at
of coming off.
If I'm not good at accents, I just go in this accent.
In this accent. She says, are you not going to wear what we gave you to wear? And I'm like, no, I'm just going to go shorts. She's like, no, go to your locker. Everything's in there. And I go to the locker, and there's this like paper mache see-through men's thong. And obviously the people...
Not the same size.
Not the same size as this guy. So probably would have fit a 110-pound man.
That's like a leg for you. So
Literally
not gonna go
took
well.
it out, pulled it up, said, I'm a no, but I'm going to try it. Fully transparent, stuck one leg, the thing fully ripped. So I said, all right.
Did you go back shorts or did you?
Well, I'm in my boxers now. And so, all right, okay. So I like roll them up to make it look like a Speedo or something like that. Like
So you're
she
gonna
wants
pass.
exposed skin. Like, yeah, I got
You're
it.
gonna pass.
They're professionals.
so they don't have to like pull down.
Classy
Yeah,
establishment.
okay, I gotcha.
I'm like, I'm in. And I go back in there, and she's like, no. You must wear this.
She gave you a no.
She gave me a no.
She said I'm a no on that.
And I said, hey, look, I said, doesn't fit me. Big boy here. You can see that, obviously.
Yeah.
Not going to wear this.
Hey, stop bragging there, pal.
Well, it's big is not always a very,
I like that I made you stutter on that one.
kind of fat.
I like that I made you stutter on that a little bit. I caught you off guard.
You did. So anyways, table, middle, big towel room. She finally agrees to it. So kind of like you, there's areas that she is
Focusing on.
Get very uncomfortable. I do not have a safe word.
You're by yourself.
Yes. So she finishes round one.
You
and-
give her a quick dolphin.
What's
You know what a dolphin?
I was going.
You didn't know what I was going with.
I didn't
You
know
just
where you were going
throw a
with.
quick dolphin out there.
I went Ace Ventura instantly in that one.
I think I'm fairly certain. Like if you ever get it's an immediate
I don't know what I was doing, but so we finished round one, and
round one. There's
round
more
one, and she Well, it was like this mud bath thing. I've never had it, and it was kind of cool, but it was kind of weird. It's just draped me in this charcoal mud, and then
It's like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Predator.
yeah, it's coming up out of it.
And she's all, "You're one ugly mother."
She goes in her native tongue, "Go shower," and I'm like, okay,
Okay.
all right. Well, there's a shower head, and there's no
There's no curtain, no door.
curtain, no anything, and it's in this big room.
So what it is, honestly, you should have broke even on this because it was just as much a service for you as it was for them.
Apparently, now I'm getting
Is
the
it?
bath. I'd been on the trail, so I go over there.
Should have broke even, pal. I feel like
And,
you've been robbed. You're on the internet
We
somewhere.
were on there. We talked about locker room showers, and I almost went back to my locker room showers in the college day, and just you don't care.
Yeah.
There's ladies present. I'm like, I'm not gonna do this, and she's like, no, please. I'm like, I'm a no. So I go over there in the corner, shower off, still in the drawers, whatever, showering it all off. Go in there for round 2, dose, and there's some touching, and it's still uncomfortable. Where it got
There's nothing worse, by the way, there's nothing worse as a man.
nothing worse.
It's like, I legitimately just want a massage. I don't
I don't need all this action.
I actually hurt, and I'm not here for the neon sign special. I literally just want a massage.
We're not in for this.
Yeah.
So she gets up on the table and she puts my feet like on her like clavicle, and then she starts like she's running sprints. She's like,
Oh my god.
and rolling me up where my feet are back
gonna have
behind
to
my
move
head.
that guitar, by the
I know.
way.
Feet are back behind my head, and then she rolls me back down. And she's like,
I'm gonna pause you here. I know what happens to a man, by the way, who's eaten, let's say, a lot of protein shakes or anything. You roll,
you felt it probably.
but you roll that up, and you're compressing.
There's
certain
things
areas,
that are gonna let
and
loose.
this is what I'm worried about.
Yes,
This is.
And I'm pretty sure that happened. But could you imagine that in the transparent underwear thong that they were going to do? So,
Well,
anyways,
it would be non-existent on you.
long story short, it was just very uncomfortable. Whatever. I get out of there, and everybody else ordered the same package. We're all at dinner. I said, "Man, that was quite the massage." And they're
Tell
like,
me you're the only one.
"What do you mean?"
Please don't tell me you're
Yeah,
the only one.
yeah. They're like, "What do you mean?" It's pretty basic. 90 minutes. They did a back rub. They just did legs rub. They didn't. I'm like, they didn't make you shower. They're like, what? I'm like, they didn't make you shower. They're like, no. Why would we shower? I'm like, they made me shower. They didn't make you change clothes. No. Why would they? Why would we change clothes? That's here I am
So,
in a third world country.
lady with a twofer literally was like, I'm getting paid, and this is what I want to do. Let's make the monkey dance.
And,
let's
well,
make him do what we want to do.
There we go. And it was wild. It was very weird. It was
Victory for her.
victory for her. Yeah. We left that in Kathmandu.
That's the business model we need to follow.
Well, if you can do pea-stained jeans, I mean, there's a model for everything.
That's a very valid point.
Yeah. All right, so we'll close here. A lot of randomness today. That's okay. That's what you get in the podcast relaunch. So
We're listening to the comments.
listening to the comments.
A little more free form.
Giving you what you want. So embarrassing stories is where we're going to close. Originally, we were going to go with embarrassing childhood stories. But you were like, let's just roll with embarrassing stories. So you've got one that's not necessarily aimed towards you. That cracks me up every time I hear it. The weight loss story.
Oh my God.
The end of the world. We're
It
all
isn't
going to
me.
die.
It isn't me, but it's protect the names of the innocent. I'll change his name. So I have a buddy named Warren. That's his real name.
A lot of protection there. Top secret.
So I was in the Marines. 3 were deployed to Iraq, and we did there's a lot of drills and everything once you get there, because at that point in time, they were doing a lot of Scud missiles, and the Patriot battery were good, and they would take them out, but we had to prepare, like if we got hit by one, it was kind of a serious little environment. So there was always this loud voice that was like, alarm red, get to your bunkers. And we'd all run to the bunkers, and we'd sit there, and like I took a Sharpie and I'd like color people's eyes or do whatever, and a gas mask and like full mop gear. It's just like, What else are you going to do? So backtrack that. We started in January. My buddy came with us, or we were all deployed together. And he was like really noticing after the first week, he was like making comments like, oh, look, I feel like I'm losing weight. And then like me and my buddy Brian, again, to protect the name of the innocents, Brian, we're like, hey, yeah, you are, bro. You are losing weight. And
Good for you.
And he's not. So week by week, Brian and I would probably take turns just loosening the belt on all our equipment gear, just loosening it. We wear the same uniforms, so I don't know why I didn't pick up on this. So we'd loosen it probably quarter inch, week by week. So that was in February or January we started. We're into March, and like the war is about to kick off. Like we're about to do a whole invasion, and the Scud missiles start coming a little more often. And we get this alarm red, and we get in. Everybody's in their gas mask, and we're in the gas suits, and we get in a bunker, and the entire squadron is in on this. So like the CO down, everybody knows to comment on how much weight loss Warren has had, and he's emailed home. Well, not emailed. We didn't have email then. Sorry. That's how old I am. I'm a decade. He's on the phone. He's told his wife, I lost all this weight. I'm going to be in great shape when we get back. It's going to be great. And so we're in this bunker, and these Scud missiles are coming, and the Patriot batteries are blowing them up. And it was like, at this point in time, normal people might be worried about their lives. But Brian and I were worried about the joke. And like through this gas mask with his Darth Vader voice, we're like, Warren, I don't want this joke to die. You haven't been losing any weight. We've been loosening your cartridge belt. And in the middle of like all of this crap going on above us and like everybody kind of freaking out, we reveal that this joke has been going on for 3 months. And he literally looks at us. He's like, I need new friends. And he left the bunker while all this is going on and went to another unit's bunker. Oh. We were big on accountability, being where you're supposed to be. He left and didn't talk to us for like 3 weeks. He only contacts me like in LinkedIn. I think if he gets a notification of a birthday, he doesn't even respond to anything I do now. But Warren, love you, mean it. Brian and I, we did love you. It was worth it though.
He's like, I'm not losing weight. I'm ready to I'll risk it all. I'm
couldn't let the joke die. It was so phenomenal.
And the sound of the bell.